Hey there, you're listening to Theology on the Road. I'm your host and chauffeur for the next few minutes, Steve Schramm, and I just wanted to come to you with a quick and simple thought today. First of all, let me just say this by way of an announcement that the podcast is now available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Stitcher, basically all the places where you can go download podcasts. It is now available. So I would encourage you to go share with your friends and check it out and download there so you can get regular episode updates throughout the week. Now, what I wanted to talk about today was just really quick make a comment about spiritual apathy. At the beginning of the year, I did a survey of my audience, and one of the biggest challenges that I found out people were dealing with, and I certainly deal with this as well when I interact with people, when they're trying to have conversations that matter, especially about spiritual things, is this thing about apathy. There's apathy from within, apathy from without. There are people that are, apathetic towards whether or not God exists. There are people apathetic towards whether or not learning more about the Bible really even matters, whether theology matters, whether apologetics matters. There is just all kinds of apathy going around. And with respect to the first kind, apathy about whether or not there even is a God and things like that, there is one little thing that I have found that I can use with people when I'm having those kinds of conversations, and they move the needle a little bit. They at least get people thinking. C.S. Lewis, he's a big name in apologetics and theology circles because of a lot of the work that he did, but a lot of people, including me, before I got deeper interested in these things, a lot of people know C.S. Lewis as a writer, but don't know about his connection to Christianity, about his being a philosopher and well-known Christian apologist. A lot of people don't really make that association with C.S. Lewis. And so it might surprise people to know that somebody who they likely respect in his literary and popular work was also such an adamant Christian. And he's got a quote that is extremely, extremely helpful, I think, in helping to overcome apathy. And again, a lot of the authority is there because it is he who said it. And the quote goes like this: Christianity, if true, is of basically extreme importance. I'm not quoting it verbatim. It's of the utmost importance. If false, is of no importance. The only thing that it cannot be is moderately important. And I find that this, if you frame it as a question, like let me give you this quote that C.S. Lewis. You familiar with C.S. Lewis? Yeah. Or if they say no, you could say, he wrote the Chronicles of Narnia series, etc. Oh, okay, yeah, I know who that is. Well, he was actually a very adamant Christian, and he said this, and you might share that quote with him. And just simply ask a question. Why do you think he said that? Why do you think he said that? Now, they may or may not give an answer, but the point is that if they give an answer and they act like they want to engage at all, this might be a great little way to make a little bit of an inroad to get their guard down, to start talking about the gospel. And I mean, you could straight up preach the gospel after getting that kind of welcome invite to go on if they act like they're still interested. Just simply sharing with them that there is importance to the gospel. And this person seemed to think so. Why do you think that is? And if you can get into the conversation with that, then you can share why you think it's so important that Christianity actually matters and why he thought it did too, and kind of use that little bit of authority that you gain to help you out. All right, friends. That's going to be all for this quick little episode of the podcast. I hope you have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week. And if you have any questions, again, steveschramm.com/ask. I would love to entertain your questions here or your comments on the show. Thanks, and have a good one. Bye-bye.